Hello, BookTube. Welcome back to my 2024 library tour. In this episode, I complete this stacked up bookcase. So let's get going. The first book on the shelf is Holy Madness, Romantics, Patriots, and Revolutionaries, 1776 to 1871 by Adam Zamoyski. So this book looks at the American Revolution through the French Revolution up through the nationalist terror in the later 19th century. And it's quite good. I really enjoyed this book. Next is Age of Conquest, the Greek World from Alexander to Hadrian by Angelos Chaniotis. So this is a history of the Greek world from Alexander's conquest to the reign of Emperor Hadrian, and it is quite good. Particularly the cultural aspects of the book, it is quite good. Next is Gladius, the World of the Roman Soldier by Guy de la Baudelaire. So this is Roman history. I have not gotten around to it yet. Nor have I gotten to Rough Country, How Texas Became America's Most Powerful Bible Belt State by Robert Wethenow. So this is a history of Texas. Then I picked up a few, no, I don't know if I actually picked this up from Princeton University Press itself or I forwarded it from somebody else. Unfortunately, Princeton does not include like an order history with them. Next is the Chile Project, the story of the Chicago Boys and the downfall of neoliberalism by Sebastian Edwards. So this is a history of Chile during the later 20th century. Have not gotten to it yet. This is Tournament of Shadows, The Great Game and the Race for Empire in Central Asia by Carl E. Meyer and Shireen Blair Brissac. So this is about the imperial conflict between Russia and Britain over Central and South Asia in the late 19th century. Have not gotten to it yet. Next is a book that I have gotten to and I have quite liked, and that is Republic of Wrath, How American Politics Turned Tribal from George Washington to Donald Trump by James A. Maroney. So this is a history of Americans at each other's throats politically, largely via party politics, although also culture war. Quite good. Next is Team of Rivals, The Political Genius of Abraham Lincoln by Doris Kearns Goodwin. So this is a biography of Abraham Lincoln and those members of his cabinet who were his rivals for the 1860 presidential nomination on the Republican side. This is quite good. Although it has been a long time since I read it. The next three books are about the Mongols. First up is The Horde, How the Mongols Changed the World by Marie Favreau. This is a history of the Golden Horde, which was a Mongol offshoot empire that ruled north central Asia and Russia for several centuries. And this is quite good. I also quite enjoyed The Mongol Storm, Making and Breaking Empires in the Medieval Near East by Nicholas Morton. So this is a history of the Near East during the late 13th and into the 14th centuries, about how the Mongols disrupted the status quo of this region of Eurasia and Africa. Sadly, when I had to go at From Genghis Khan to Tamerlane, The Reawakening of Mongol Asia by Peter Jackson, I struggled. So this is a larger history of the Mongols from Genghis Khan to Tamerlane, and I didn't get on with it. This is The Chinese in America, a narrative history by Iris Chang. So this is the story of Chinese immigration into the United States. It is quite good and quite harrowing at points. Next is American Empire, A Global History by A.G. Hopkins. Have not gotten around to it, but it is immense. Next is The Road to Dien Bien Phu, A History of the First War for Vietnam by Christopher Gosha. So this is the story of Vietnam's war for independence from France. I've had several goes at it and I haven't been successful with it. This is Making the Arab World, Nasser Qutb and the Clash That Shaped the Middle East by Fawaz A. Gurgis. This is a really fascinating history of the Middle East in the 1950s and 1960s and the political contest between Nasser and Qutb. Really good. Quite enjoyed it. And finally, Voodoo and Power. The Politics of Religion in New Orleans, 1881 to 1940 by Cody A. Roberts, which I have not gotten to yet. So that concludes this show. I will be back next week to begin the final 5 shelves of my history collection, which is going to be fun. So, Any Booktube and Natalie, see you next time. Thank you. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.